Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another weekend of live streams. If you're new here, my name is Cho. We stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. And these streams are an anything goes format. Ask me anything. Q&A session. Sometimes we come into these live streams with topics, but most of the time it's just free flowing and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. So get comfortable, grab a glass of wine or a cup of tea, and let's chat about some things. Obviously, when I left off, we were in preparation for the election, and now, a week later, 5 or so days later, we have the results, right? So, here we are. Um, I'm sure we'll talk about that, but this is not just a politics exclusive stream. Feel free to ask me other questions, and I'm sure throughout the entire night we'll get into a lot of politics and a lot of opinions and stuff like that. Let's get these crusty crusts together first. Hey Shani, how's it going, girl? Hey Carly, hey Drake. All the regulars are here and tuned in. I love it so much. Um, Let me start off by complaining for a little bit. My week was like a week from hell. It's not even so much that anything bad happened, because nothing bad happened this weekend. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Drake, for the super like. I appreciate you so much. Um, it's not that anything bad happened this week. However, um, and by the way, Drake, I appreciate your super chat. You might want to consider joining as a member under the Yapper tier. Just a thought. Just a thought. No pressure. But it is a thought. It is a thought. It is a thought. Okay. Um, so it's not that like the week was bad per se, but I did work the poll as an election poll worker. And I don't know if you all have ever done that, but that's like a 5 o'clock in the morning until like a 9, 10 o'clock thing at night. And combine that with my usual schedule, part-time schedule at the restaurant, and then also my schedule with YouTube and getting my vlog out every Wednesday. And then I wasn't eating. Like one day I had like milk and cookies. I had 5 cookies. I had 5 chocolate chip cookies, a glass of oat milk, and a matcha latte. That was like my day's like consumption for a day. And I had a couple days like that where I wasn't really eating very well, very balanced. I didn't do my skincare routine for like 2 to 3 days. Like didn't even put fucking sunscreen on. I was literally sick. So I caught a headache. My body started to shut down. And then last night, because today's Friday, Thursday night, I got in bed at 10 o'clock and I got out of my bed the next morning at 11 o'clock. No, 11:30. I lied. 11:30 a.m. Getting over, like, go to sleep. Like, I wasn't getting any sleep. I wasn't eating. I did my skin. I haven't worked out since October 29th. Like, I don't think you guys understand how important, like, your physical health is and, like, how maintaining a good diet and doing the physical rituals that make you feel good can really impact your health and quickly. And so, anyway, I'm back to being my normal Cho. I worked out. I've been doing my face is breaking out. I'm breaking out all over the place. Like, I know the lighting makes me look good, but I'm actually very ugly right now in real life. Um, but anyway, that's just me complaining. I'm back on the right track. So let's have a good stream tonight. Let's read some comments. Um, David says, hello, Cho. How was working election day? How do you feel about the results? And how do you feel about the leftist meltdowns? Well, number one, working on election day was pretty fantastic. However, the last 2 hours was really chaotic. My VLM, my voting location manager, was kind of a hot mess throughout the day. And something in my soul told me we were going to have a fuck night of an evening, right? And I was right. We argued a lot about different, and the VLM was a Democrat, not that that matters, but he was just kind of a hot mess. And I think he was really stressed out about the election because he has Trump derangement syndrome. And so he was on edge the entire day and just hoping and praying. And he told people allegedly that his job was in in jeopardy if Trump were to win because he's an attorney. I'm not gonna put all his business out there. Let me stop while I'm ahead. I have couth about me. Anyway, the VLM was just fucking shit up throughout the evening and just made our life a living hell. And mind you, we had two observers. We had a Republican observer and a Democratic observer. And they were watching, they were taking notes because the observers are there to cause lawsuits. They're there for lawsuits, specifically for lawsuits. And so we got our counts up, like fucked up. It was just like a mess. The last 2 hours was a mess. But other than that, I really love doing it. And I do it every time I get a chance. Every time there's an election in Columbus, I do it because I want to ensure that the process is fair and healthy and great for people. And it's just like a small part of ensuring that that happens. How do I feel about the results, David? I love the results. I was really happy that Trump won. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but he really swept the floor with her. He did extremely well, and I'm very happy to see that red map. Very, very happy to see that red map. I think it's great. And how I feel about the leftist meltdowns, I feel amazing. They're like fuel. I have no grace. I have no grace or compassion to the people melting down because they did not have grace or compassion for me during COVID. They did not have grace and compassion to me during the BLM riots. They did not have compassion and grace to me during all of this transgenderism stuff, where this woke mob mentality, where you can't say a thing is a thing without being canceled. So they didn't have any grace for me during any of those situations. You got BLM burning down black cities. It's disgusting what BLM did to an otherwise worthy cause. It's disgusting. And so those are my thoughts. Hey, Kobayashi. Guys, don't spam. Let's not spam. I don't mind you guys saying the N-word, but why do you have to spam? That's weird. You can say the N-word all you want. Reminder, I have to remind you guys this every time you watch me because we have a lot of racists and homophobes out there that just love to give me attention. But I'm a conservative libertarian, and this live stream is a free speech zone. So you're welcome to use, well, should I say hate speech? I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for saying. I'm not encouraging hate speech. I do not encourage hate speech on this channel. I'm not telling you to use hate speech, but what I am saying is I am not going to ban you for doing such a thing. Am I still in the clear with YouTube? I hope I am. But spam, we don't do fucking spam in this chat, okay? You get banned immediately. And I'm not going to be nice about that tonight, okay? I'm not going to be nice. I'm not giving warnings. I'm just banning you. That's it, okay? 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. night. That is, yes, it is. I know, Drake. I need to eat, but I fucked up. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? I'm happy to have you back, Ryan. I'm so happy to have you back. And hey, Blinky Blanco. We are now unburdened by what has been. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Drake, for the super chat. Don't You are pretty chill. Don't say that about yourself. Well, I'm being a little facetious now. I know I'm a 7 out of 10. Okay, even with the acne, I'm a 7 out of 10, easily. I'm being a little facetious. I'm uglier than usual. I'm giving 6.5 right now out of 10 with my acne and my face. I mean, it's just anyway. Um. Oh, you're welcome, laziest. Yeah, you're welcome. There's a difference between being LGBT and pushing it on kids. I'm conservative, but I have no problem with what people do behind closed doors. It's true. Yeah. Um. Sorry, I'm already behind on chat. Welcome everyone. Hope you guys have. I'm gonna try to read comments. Sorry, I'm trying to read comments. Did you vote Daddy Trump? Yeah, I did. I voted for Trump. I don't eat glizzies. I'm pescatarian, Nathan Costa. Um. So I'm not a libertarian. I am a libertarian. I voted for libertarians all my life, except for this election. This is one of the first elections in a long time where I voted for a non-libertarian. So let me explain something about the liber. So I get this sometimes. Can you not find my glasses? You know, Cho, you say you're a libertarian, but how could you vote for Trump? Well, Trump has surrounded himself with a lot of libertarian influences, and the Libertarian Party as a collective has definitely influenced a lot of Trump's policy making. You hear about all this stuff about lowering taxes for different groups in different situations. That's all libertarians pushing for those things. Trump actually came to the Libertarian Party, and the Libertarians actually leveraged their influence to kind of like tell Trump, hey, we'll throw our support behind you if you do X, Y, and Z. You also have RFK, which has some libertarian, perspectives, and then you have Vivek, who has a lot of libertarian perspectives. So you think about it, and you do have a lot of libertarian influence with Trump's new team. The new Avengers. Like there's a lot of libertarian influence, which is why you saw a lot of libertarians go for Trump this election, and not even our own candidate Chase Oliver. So, um, oh, thank you, Wezen. What's my birthday? January 6th. A great day in history. This man just let someone say the N word and is the chillest. Well, first of all, I am black. So, I mean, they're not lying. I'm black. Do you know what I mean? See, unlike softies, I don't get upset when people tell the truth about me. But even when people lie about me, I also get upset because why would I care about another bitch's opinion of me? Especially if it's not true. Right? So, anyway. I mean, you guys say whatever. Like, I would be a hypocrite if I said, oh, you can't use these words. Like, it's hate speech. Like, that's so fucking lame. That's so fucking lame. Like, hate speech? What? What does that mean? Bad words? What are bad words? Shut the fuck up. That's so dumb to me. I'm the zestiest Republican. I am the zestiest Republican for sure. That is me. Um, we're not gonna. No, we're not. When the results came through, it felt good to see Trump win. I just didn't like that the person I'm dating was having a meltdown And I was like, are you serious right now? Calm down, sir. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, David. I'm sorry that your partner is having issues with it. I wish you guys peace. Um, Not David Bolas. I'm giving a 1.75 out of 10. Get a haircut, get your skincare routine together, and lose 10 pounds. And you'll increase your beauty skill by like 6 points. I promise you. Gabe William from Louder with Crowder. I stopped fucking with Crowder. He's such a hypocrite. He's such a disgusting person. He's so disgusting, Crowder. Like, I blocked him on everything. He just irks my soul. He has such a terrible personal life. Just like, he's a hypocrite. Just total hypocrite. Have I been to a Diddy party? Yes, all the parties. Someone says Zesty Will Smith. That's funny. Do you want to hear a joke about elevator? It's on a level. Funny. Oh, thank you, LP, for subscribing. Do you think Bitcoin will keep rising? Are you selling or holding? I don't buy Bitcoin. My investment strategy is based on ETFs. Specifically, I do a 50-50 split between income ETFs and traditional dividend ETFs. You know, I believe I don't want to like invest my money and like be able to like live off of it 40 years from now. I want to start building up a pot that I can live off of within the next 10 years, right? And so that's my strategy with having a large portion being income driven ETFs. Now, there are a lot of trade-offs with that. You know, you have a much higher tax rate because those dividends are taxed as ordinary income, which is a very high tax rate. So you don't get the capital gains tax that you get from typical ETFs like Schwab dividend, like SCHD, but you get to live off your money quicker. So I don't know. It's you know, pros and cons. Thanks for being here, y'all. There's a lot of chat. I'm kind of scrolling through a lot of chat. I'm so sorry. Cho, is that a whitehead I see on your face? Just kidding. How are you? Listen, no, it's not, SG. It's a whole bunch of other shit. I got all types of shit on my face. Don't get me started. I love the way you articulate and think before you speak. You are an overthinker, but sometimes I am that way. But sometimes I just talk shit too, LP. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, SG Welding. Cho, how you doing, man? I hope all is well. Everything is great. I had a really rough week. However, I did have the ability to, you know, get my shit together. I really did. Oh, you sub to the Patreon. Thank you so much. Well, I'll get to the Patreon soon, Drake. I'll get to that soon. I can't really give you a DM right now, but I'll send you a message on Patreon soon. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate you so much. Shout out to Drake and SG Welding. You guys are the best. Oh wait. Oh fuck me. Thank you guys so much for your support. And if you guys want to be official yappers, then join the yapper tier here on YouTube. I'm not sure if it's here on I'm not sure if you can join through mobile, but if you go to my page through your internet browser on your mobile device or your PC, you should be able to click the join button and just join that lowest tier, the $1.99 one, and you can get access to all the emotes. Right? We love the emotes. Right? We love emotes. It was good for the first time to feel excited, a new feeling. I just couldn't wait to see how you feel. And on election day, all I could think about you and how you were doing. So I had a good time, David. I really, really appreciate it. I had a really great time working the election. Like I said before, it was just those last 2 hours that was just a fuck show, like a circus show. And so I hated that. But at the end of the day, it's not my responsibility. I did the best that I could on election day. And I kept trying to tell my VLM, listen, how about we just go by the book? We have, listen, it's right here. Like, we have a book. We have a book, okay? Like, you just follow the instructions, like, step by step. Like, I know that everybody wants to get the fuck out of here, and I want to get the fuck out of there too. But when you have issues on election day, like, with the procedures, you always have the book. And he's like, no, we can just skip ahead. I'm like, no, let's not skip ahead. And he wanted to argue with me. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to go back and forth with you. If the shit gets fucked up, you're the one whose responsibility it lies with, right? Not me. 'Cause I get to go back home to my man, right? So I don't know. It was fine. It was fine. I love seeing my neighbors, and I love the whole process of voting and making sure that everyone feels comfortable and supported and, you know, empowered to cast their vote and make their voices heard. So it was great. The drop bases, I'm sorry to hear you bought into the lies. There's still an ongoing attack against Crowder and crew for exposing all that they have. I'd encourage you to seek Crowder's own words on the matter. Well, I have. I have. Um, if you want to send me, okay, how about this? Go onto my Instagram and send me some links on Instagram, and get in my and to get into my DMs and educate me. Okay, I'm not gonna go seek out information about Crowder at this point, bitch. I've moved on. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of garbage. He treated his wife terribly. I don't like people like that, right? No, disgusting. You're a hypocrite. To sit on his moral high horse and to be such a piece of shit to people, no. Hate hypocrites like that. So no. So if you want, send me a DM with some information, some research. I'm not searching this shit out because it's not that important to me. Okay? Okay. Show us the man. I stopped by a month ago, trolling lies, but I stayed for the top tier shit talk he dishes out in his logical politics. But thank you, SG. You're so generous. Thank you so much for your generosity. I really, really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. It's very generous of you. Yeah, SG, you're very, very kind. You at this point you spent $10, SG Weldon. Just join the community. Join the youth. It's $1.99. You literally just spent 5 months worth of being a member on the YouTube community. Just join. Okay. Alex Jones for press secretary? No, we need HRH, Alex from HRH to be the press secretary. That's what we need. If you do not know HRH, you need to go Google HRH on YouTube. Like, I swear to God. Can I add her? I probably can't. But we need HRH collection as press secretary. That's what we need. We need it immediately. Immediately. Alex Jones for Supreme Court. Oh. I look sensitive. I'm the furthest from sensitive. What's pineapples? Am I the member of the LGBTQ community? I'm gay. So I get sure. Yeah. I'm a cool dude. Well, thank you, Lacius. I'm happy you're here. Stop yapping. Look, okay, you must be brand new. You must be brand new. So here in this channel, I only serve venti yappuccinos with no whip and sugar-free syrup. That's all I do. I'm always behind on chat, which is why you need to join the Yapper tier, and I'll always read your chat if you are a Yapper. If you're a fellow Yapper, I'll always read your chat. But at this point, with me getting I got 300 motherfuckers in this stream. I'm not reading all that shit. Right? I'm not doing it. By the way, because let's get into this shit. We've got 266 bitches in here, minus 36 likes. 230 fake ass hoes in here that have not liked the stream yet. What is going on? 230 of y'all are fake as fuck? Really? Just hateful. I mean, just to sit here and to enjoy yourself in this community, and then to be such a hater, to have that much hatred in your heart, to be like, I'm not gonna give this bitch I'm not gonna give this homo a like. I'm gonna withhold my like from this homo. That is such haterade to me. It's just hatred. That's homophobic. That's homophobic. That's racist. That's transphobic. That's sexist. What else can I say? That's xenophobic. What other ism? Oh, it's the biggest one of all, as you guys know. It's anti-Semitic to not like the channel. Let's get your shit together. Okay. Let's keep going. Have another Starbucks coffee. Well, thank you. I'll gladly take it, SG Welding. I just need you to join. I'd rather you join than give me these Starbucks drinks. Like, I want you to use the emojis. You're gay also, Space Jesus? Awesome. I loved your recent vlog. I know you replied, but I forgot to reply back. But keep up the good work with the vlogs. I loved it. You sounded so happy with making the tea in your vlog. I am. Listen, so I know that my live streams. So, David, I want you to explain to the chat the difference between my live streams and my vlogs, because the live streams are chaotic, they're raw, they're like off the cuff, it's chaotic, whereas my vlogs are very peaceful. I'm very peace, love, and greetings, and just like all zen and you know. And I feel like my vlogs are a great reprieve from like the toxicity that is our daily life. And so I really hope that you guys enjoy them, and I recommend that if you just want to like connect with me on another level, get to know a little bit more about my life, my lifestyle, then definitely check out my vlogs. I do vlog every Wednesday. I come up with a vlog. I might even come up with more vlogs, like extra vlogs, just because, it is the height of ad revenue season right now. November and December is the best time to post on YouTube because bitches are giving out money during those 2 months. So you might get more than a weekly vlog, but I don't know, I'm really busy overall. But you'll at least get that weekly vlog for sure. But thank you so much for watching, David. I appreciate you. Thoughts on Trump? I don't love Trump, but I love that Trump is the president right now. Do I use CeraVe? No, I don't. Favorite drink? I love matcha. I would say probably I would say 20% of the gays voted for Trump. I would say 20%. Drake, you're gonna have, so in order to join, so everyone, listen, if you want to join the channel, there's some shit going on, okay? If you want to join the channel, I don't think you can join via mobile because for some reason, I just got partnered on YouTube, and so I think YouTube is just taking a little bit while to like update my profile, and so there is no mobile app way of joining. You have to either join from your PC, or two, you're going to have to go into your web browser and join that way. You can go to my YouTube page from your browser and join that way. I know it's really fucking annoying because you have to sign in on your internet browser on your phone. That's so fucking retarded. It's so it's so annoying that they make it difficult for my community to join my channel. But that's where it is right now. I'm working with them. I've sent them in a ticket. So we're gonna make that work. But for right now, you can't join via the YouTube app. You have to join through either your PC or also, if you go onto my community page on my YouTube page, I actually put a link to like how to get to the membership page. So that's how you join the community. I'm so sorry that it's like difficult right now. I'm so sorry. Hey, Laura Scott. Hey, Pisces. Welcome back, Pisces. I'm so happy you're here. You have an extremely nice mouth. Really? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Jovan Vasquez. Get a real job? No, I like this fake job better, raw card guy. Hey, Fulfillment Tribe. Oh, thank you, Deku. Appreciate you. I guess you just inspire hate. Maybe I do. You gave a dislike? Well, don't worry, Alec, because dislikes are just as important as likes. Maybe you don't know anything about the algorithm, but they don't differentiate between likes and dislikes. They boost videos just the same. So thank you for the dislike, you dumb cunt. Thank you so much, Allie. Panphobic? Not bottom brother. Okay. I'm glad Trump got into... Oh, fuck, you guys are talking a lot. Oh. I'm not gay, but I feel sorry for you gay people who live in the wrong states in the USA. Not an easy country to live in. I don't think there's that many states that are bad for gays. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But I live in the great state of Ohio, and it's great to be gay in Ohio. Ohio's all about freedom here. We love freedom in Ohio. I am hyper, Milo. Devin says, learn basic subtraction without having to use a calculator. No. Hi, Dana Glimpf. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the subs, y'all. You guys are so kind. You're so generous. Hey, gay dude. Why when someone turns gay, they start talking with a lisp? Is there a button in the butt that turns on when sausage touches it? Yes, Christopher Pear, it is. Then again, I only put on my gay voice because it makes me money on YouTube. I'm not actually gay. I actually have a wife and 2 kids and 3 dogs. White picket fence. This is all an act. But now you know. Your parents must be so proud. They're very proud. I talk to my parents all the time. I'm so blessed and supremely privileged that as a black man, I had a black father that was always a part of my life. I think that having your father in your life is a very key part of being successful in life. And this is why you're having a lot of issues in the black community. I mean, we can talk about it. Really, we can talk about it if you want to talk about it. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. You're so generous. Thank you so much for the super like. You're so kind. I love you forever. I appreciate you. Um, please block me. For why would I block you? Do I watch anime? I love anime. I love anime so much. Deku. Tag me, Deku, and tell me what your favorite anime are. What issues do you face as gay? None. I don't face any issues as a gay man in the great state of Ohio. Not one. I don't face one issue as a gay man. I don't know. Why wouldn't you vote for Trump? Well, I did vote for Trump, but there's plenty of reasons why I wouldn't vote for Trump. First of all, he's for the genocide in Palestine. He loves sucking Israel's dick, which is disgusting and not America first. So that's a big reason why I wouldn't vote for Trump. Um, his economic policies are kind of dumb. I mean, sure, his economic policies have been better than most Democrats, but that doesn't mean that they're good. He's just relatively better than the Democrats, right? There's a lot of other reasons, but I don't want to go into them. He's the president, so there you go. Why do gays talk with the... I already answered you, Christopher. It's because of that button. We have a button in our ass that when the sausage touches it, it activates the lisp. We know this. I mean, what? Lisa, how are you doing? What's going on? How much plastic surgery did you get? I haven't got any. Now, I always tell you guys this, and I'm just being honest. But if I were not so afraid of needles, I'd get filler in the jaw area. I would. Now, you guys always tell me, Cho, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, you don't need any work done. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And thank you so much. I appreciate. I am pretty. I'm 7 out of 10. I am pretty. I'm slightly above average. I get it. But if I ever were to get any procedures done, I would get a little bit of filler along the jawline. That'd be it. That'd be it. But no, I'm too afraid of needles. And like I always say, not season 2, but like Saw 2, when they threw Amanda into the pit of needles, I'll never voluntarily put a needle on my body. Not voluntarily. I'll never do that. And so yeah, those procedures, voluntarily put a needle in my body, absolutely not. No. Okay. You're talking in all caps and repeating a question multiple times, Christopher Pear. I think he's sick. He might be a closet homo, too. Imagine coming into another homo stream and obsessing over them and just like wanting their attention. That is very DL trade behavior. It's very down low. Like, I already have a man of 8+ years. I'm not fucking you, Christopher Pear. I apologize that like it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna fuck you. It's just not gonna happen. I apologize. Now, if my partner and I break up, maybe you'll have a chance. I don't know. But like you vying for my attention, you know, like it's giving very gay. It's giving very like FAG. I don't think I really can't say that word on YouTube, so I'm not gonna say that word. But it's giving FAG. It's giving cigarette. Okay. Hey, you know me. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat tonight. Gay and I voted for Trump? Yes, I'm gay and I voted for Trump. What else is new? Not only is Cho faking being gay, he's also a white man. Yes, accurate. I don't need you to be exposing me here, SG Welding. Could you not? Thank you so much for the super, Lisa. I love you so much. Trump is with the gays. You dumb fucks are so... Listen, so what I love about Trump's call because he has a call. One thing I love about his call is that he's really convinced you dumb fucks, you dumb cunts, that Trump doesn't like the gays. Do you know that Trump has had several homos married at Mar-a-Lago? I, I mean, literally, he's had several homos married at Mar-a-Lago. I'm not sitting here trying to defend Trump, but I'm just saying, like, you're so deluded by your hatred. It's weird. It's very weird. Like, you know, you're just so low IQ, you're an animal. It's giving animal. Do you know? Also, Trump lost a lot. It's always the Christians. It's always the dumb fuck Christians too, because all the Christians are mad at Trump because he's not ever going to give us a federal ban on abortion. Like, they're really mad at him about that. Like, he's pro-life. He's always been pro-life. Trump has always been pro-life. He said it a million times. He's never changed. He's never wavered on that. Very common sense pro-life person. And you dumb fucks are just so deluded. Like, so Trump hates gay people. Where? Where does he hate gay people? How? What policy? He has so many homos in his cabinet before. What are you talking about? Strange. You guys are very strange. Well, he's not a homophobe, Toller. It's just not a fact. Black people can't be gay. I'm literally crying. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I just skipped a bunch of questions. I caught up on chat. I just skipped a bunch of questions. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Let me make sure that no members said anything. I like to always read those chats off, but if you're not a member, then fuck your comment. I've got 400 bitches here, so I mean, what? Okay. Yeah, no members said anything. What's my opinion on nuclear war? Well, I hope it doesn't happen, Jack. Why do I support Trump? Number one, he's not an establishment politician. Number two, things were better under his presidency. Number three, he's anti-war, the most peaceful president we've had in modern history. Number four, I love the people that he surrounded himself with. I'm a huge fan of Vivek Ramaswamy. I love Tulsi Gabbard. I'm okay with RFK. So him surrounding himself with other people that have some more populist and libertarian ideals, I think makes him a stronger candidate. Yeah. Oh, Babo, thank you. Welcome, Babo. How are you, Babo? My baby Babo. Welcome to the chat. There's no ban on abortion. I know there's no ban on abortions. You enjoyed my matcha intro. Thank you. You should try matcha. Try the company that I promoted. They're really, really great, Babo, if you like matcha. I don't watch Adam Elementary. Yeah, Joshua Phillips, that peace president. Yeah, that one. Every other modern president has killed thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands more people. You can't play that fucking game. The truth is the truth. One plus, let me make sure. Let me make sure that 1 + 1, bitch, is 2. Every single time is 2. Like I said before, Trump is the most peaceful president we've had in modern history. This is all about relativity here, right? It's about, I'm not saying that there's been no deaths or no aggression or nothing like that under Trump. What I am saying is that his administration was vastly more peaceful than any other modern president that we've ever had in this nation. Come on. Come on. The peace president who made a deal with the Taliban and invited them to Camp David. You see what I mean, Joshua? This is so fucking dumb. The president and leader of our army is supposed to make deals. The president is supposed to prevent aggression around our international community. Just today, we had Hamas and no, was it Hamas or the Taliban? It was some pig, terrorist organization come out and say they want to have peace. Why is that? Because those bitches are scared of motherfucking Trump. Because Trump is fucking crazy. So stop, Joshua. Stop. Stop. Oh, Bobby Casino's here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Babo, yes, the link is in the video. Check it out. The link is in all my videos. You can go to this link. It's called Neo Tees. The gay curlator. Christopher Pear says the gay culator. I'm gonna start calling my cat. I'm turning red. I'm laughing so hard. I'm gonna start calling it the gay culator. Like, that's the gay culator right there. The zestiness of that. That is funny. That is so funny. Fuck. Bitch, it is too. For everyone new to Cho, he is real in life. Period, Lisa. You know. Because Joshua's trying to feed y'all a bunch of bullshit. Vlogs are more controlled and thorough, just a more and all-around peaceful videos. Lives are more raw and straightforward, more fight or flight response, more sassy and catty. It's true. It's true. Good synopsis of my streams versus my vlogs. Hey, Laker girl. SEC fan, are you Republican? I'm going to follow you. If so, yes, I'm a registered Republican. Make deals with the Taliban. Yes, we should be making deals with anyone and everyone. Yes. It's called diplomacy. It's called diplomacy, which is something that Trump has. Trump is an expert at negotiating, and it comes from being a business owner. Like, hello. Why did he promise to get out of Afghanistan but then just leave it to Joe Biden? Because you don't just pull out in the way that Joe Biden did. You have to have an actual plan to not leave a vacuum in a country that is in the midst of chaos. And as you saw, the way that Biden left Afghanistan was deplorable. Stop. How do you think the U.S. should respond to the invasion of Taiwan? I'm not sure if we should respond much at all. I think that we should maybe put sanctions on China and really like China. Should I say the way Trump said China? Trump is such a fucking drag queen. China. He's so dramatic. I don't think that we should get involved in like sending troops over. If that's your question, I think there should be diplomacy involved. Do I have anything original to say? Well, I'm repeating what Trump said. Well, what Trump said was fucking true. Jackson Divine. What else do you want me to say? Lie? Like you and Democrats? You want me to just lie like you and Democrats? What? It's true. Why can Trump make peace with other countries but not inside our own country? Because the people in our country have Trump derangement syndrome, and you need to go to therapy. That's why. You need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. That's why. Yeah, Trump is definitely a Zionist. He's always guk to Israel's cock, and it's disgusting. It's not America first. Trump, don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm not a Trump cultist. There are things I dislike about Trump immensely. Lots of things I dislike about the guy, okay? I just happen to vote for him. But I can sit here and talk about all the disgusting things Trump has done and is today that I don't like. So yeah, I mean, if you want to go there, we can go there. But I'm not. But see, here's the thing, and here's the big reason why Trump won. Here's why he won. There are 1,000,002 things you can say about Trump that's objectively negative about him. But it seems like the mainstream media, the legacy media, they like to make shit up. They make up lies about Trump. Talk about his actual record. Talk about the way he handled COVID. Talk about how he started inflation with the COVID checks and all the spending from COVID. Talk about how he didn't fire Fauci. Talk about how he gave us experimental vaccines and was gloated about how quickly he got us the vaccines. Talk about that, right? But no, you guys use lawfare against him. You try to bankrupt him. You try to put him in jail. You try to kill the man. You do everything but talk about his record. You want to talk about all these incendiary comments that he's made that are pulled out of context. Talk about the things that Trump is really bad at. Talk about how he's a genocide. He's for genocide. Talk about how he has Israel's dick guzzling Israel's cum all the time. His dumb ass is over in Israel with a fucking yarmulke on all the time. Talk about that. But instead, y'all make up lies about him. Y'all lie about him instead of talking about the truth about him. And this is why you guys made him out to be this martyr, this victim for the right. And like, yeah, he has a cult following that's fucking low IQ. I get it. But this is why he won. Because you guys lie about him. You talk about an insurrection, right? You guys keep talking about an insurrection. Do you know that Trump has never been tried for an insurrection? Well, why do you think that is? Because it's not the definition of an insurrection, you dumb cunts. So, like, again, I repeat, stop lying about Trump. There's plenty of things you can say about Trump that shows that he was a weak president. There's plenty of things you can say. Talk about his dumb tariffs idea. There's lots of things you can talk about Trump negatively. But you guys, you Democrats, you lie. The American people are sick of you lying about others. They're sick of you smearing others. They're sick of it. And that's why you guys lost so big. And it's so crazy to me that after losing so bigly, you lost big. You lost everywhere. You lost everywhere. After losing so big, your narcissism does not even allow you to look within. It's still never your fault. It's still never the mainstream media's fault. It's always someone else's fault. And that's why you guys will continue to lose. That's why. Sorry. It is what it is. Do I need to get the gay calculator out again and do the math for you? Again, let me do the math for you. 1 plus 1. Bitch, it's 2. It's still 2. It is still 2. From when I did it before, it's still 2. So, Jesus, you guys stress me out. You guys want to stress me out tonight. Anyway, let me catch up. Did any of my people comment? I'm skipping chats, y'all. I'm skipping chats. I'm so sorry. I'm skipping chats. I'm so sorry. Okay. A literal felon for president? Yes. I love the felon for president. Yes. I support Trump. I do support Trump. I voted for him. Yeah, I did. I voted for him. And what rights is he going to take away from me? What rights is he going to take away from me? Tell me that. Uh, you know, dude ain't voting for no female. Who, me? I love females. All charges are being dropped. Get it, Paul Walker. Absolutely. Having a male husband? No, it's not. Trump loves gay marriage. Trump was the listen. You cunts are so dumb. Do you know? Do you know that Trump is the only American president to come into his term being pro-gay marriage? Do you know that? I'm sure you don't know that. And you didn't mishear me. Obama was against gay marriage. Against gay marriage. Hillary Clinton against gay marriage. Trump is the only American president to come in, the first American president to come into his term being for gay marriage. Joe Biden just recently became for gay marriage. This is recent for him. Come on. Okay. Welcome to the chat, Lily Bell, by the way. Drinking the punch munch? What punch? This is water. I haven't drank alcohol since last October. It's been 12 months. Not in my last vlog, but 2 vlogs ago, I talked about my journey with sobriety. And it's interesting. I highly recommend you guys go watch my vlog from 2 weeks ago where I talk about the impact sobriety has had on my mind and body in the last 12 months. It's really interesting. I do miss alcohol, though. I won't tell you. I won't lie to you. Why are the tariffs a bad idea? Well, first of all, Richard Perez, we don't know, and don't spam. Don't spam. I'm gonna be kind to you because you're asking a legitimate question, but we are free speech. We're free speech. Okay. We don't spam this. Listen, I don't give a fuck if I'm not getting into your chat. Do not spam the channel. I believe in free speech. You can use slurs. I don't give a fuck. But what you don't do is spam. That's something you just do not do in this channel. Okay? Don't fucking spam. Now, I'll still answer your question if you're still here. But tariffs are bad because ultimately the cost is going to be put on, it's going to be shifted to the consumers. Now, I know what you're going to say. But Joe, Trump's plan is to have people manufacture here in the U.S. Well, I'll use another example. And again, we don't know specifics. We don't even know which industries he's going to do tariffs on quite yet. What type of manufacturing? You know, what types of... I know he's trying to get rid of the whole cheap labor over there and, you know, get a competitive edge. I know the idea is to get these foreign companies to build plants in America and have Americans work at them. And that's the way of like attracting business. I get that. But I just don't think that that always pans out. And that's not the way it's panned out in the past, right? No. I love free speech. I'm not saying you can't say certain things. I'm saying you cannot fucking spam, you retarded motherfucker. You're so fucking ugly and dumb and low IQ. Where's your brokerage account at? What's your brokerage account at? You dumb fuck. Spamming prevents freedom of speech. Because if someone is spamming the chat, no one can read anything. No one can be heard. No one can be expressing their ideas in an open forum. Spam is literally anti-free speech for everybody else. So no, you cannot fucking spam on this channel. You can say the N-word, you can say homophobic, you can say slurs. I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. But spamming is something you will not be able to do here. Okay? And for you to even try to defend that, it's fucking low IQ. It's very like you're an animal. You're a 2 out of 10. Like, you're lonely. Go play Elden Ring or something. Go like jack off and play like Fortnite. What are you doing here? If you just want to spam. What? So weird. Okay. Get ready for police brutality and for Black Lives Matter 2.0. Well, I hope we don't have Black Lives Matter 2.0 because that scam of an organization caused a lot of black cities to be burnt to the fucking ground. Look at Baltimore right now. Look at Baltimore. Are we better off post BLM or worse off? Think about that. I do support Trump wanting to use fossil fuels. Get this guy some punani. I would love some punani. Oh, that's so funny. Tariffs and moderation encourage economic development. Sure, I get that. I can understand that. Baltimore is in such a horrible place still. I went to college in the Townsend, Maryland area. Did I vote for Trump in 2020? Absolutely not. So to give you guys context, I am a libertarian. I like to say I'm more on the conservative side of libertarianism. So I usually vote for libertarians' third-party candidates. So I was a never Trumper for a long time. However, the illegal immigration stuff really pushed me over the edge with the Democrats, and just all the compounding lies and just, I was just like, this is too much. This is too authoritarian. This is too much. Hey Kit. Oh, thank God Kit's in here. So Kit, we are not being kind. Everyone say hello to Kit. I love Kit. She's one of my besties. And she will be getting rid of spammers. And Kit, we're not being nice tonight. If people spam the chat, delete them immediately. And I don't just mean 24 hours either. Block them. Ban them. We're done with spammers. We're done with spammers tonight. I'm over it. Okay? Thanks, Kit. I love you so much. What are your thoughts on... Wait, what was that? Feelings on trans rights. I believe people should... I feel like trans people should have rights if they're above the age of 18. They should have the right to transition whenever they want. It shouldn't be taxpayer. It should just be an elective surgery. Yeah, I believe in that. Sports, no. The bathrooms, I don't know. I have a very particular... I'm weird with the whole bathroom thing. I think that if you're passing, you would never know they were trans if they're passing. You know what I mean? The problem is when you have ugly men who look like men in the women's bathroom. But I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump this time, Becca, but this is my first time ever voting for him. I've always voted for third-party libertarian candidates before now. Libertarian concern about immigration, legal immigrants is interesting. Well, that's one way that's why I said, so Brockton, that's why I said that I lean conservative in my libertarianism, because I do not believe in unfettered immigration. That's one way that I break away from the libertarian platform, is on the issue of legal immigration. I don't believe that it should be unfettered. And the reason why is because look at the results. Look at the results. Look at Europe. Look at the results. is all I'm saying. Common sense. So yes, the libertarian platform is that we should have as much immigration as possible. You want to bring as many people, let the incentives play. If they want to come here and start contributing, get them legalized as soon as possible. I get that. That's the position. I disagree with that position. This is the issue. And again, this is the issue with putting people in boxes. Life is nuanced. No one, no one person follows every single Republican issue or Democrat issue or Libertarian issue. There's nuance with everyone, right? So these words and descriptions and titles are just that. They're titles, but they're guides. They're not like a black and white thing, right? Massive deportation is needed. Let's be real. It is. What are your thoughts on the misinformation that Trump wants to take away women's rights? It's unfortunate. I feel like they have really done a very good job of really frightening women. And I'm happy that white women, 52% of them, chose the right path. I think that it's great that it's a states' rights issue. And even though I'm all for bodily autonomy, and I think it should be, something that's available to everyone. I think that the fact that it's statewide now gives people more choice. It gives, like, for example, in Ohio, the great Republican state of Ohio, we enshrine it. We actually believe in bodily autonomy in Ohio. That's a principle in Ohio. So we're anti-vax, and we're also for abortion in Ohio. We are pro-abortion in Ohio, a Republican state. We enshrined that shit into our constitution in like a 70% vote. Okay, so like, move to a state that believes in freedom. I don't know. Okay. Drake, how do I get mod? Because I hate spammers for real. Drake, I'll think about it. I love you. I love you a lot. So I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. We'll see. After you join, you gotta join first. Maybe I'll mod you, Drake. Okay. Ohio for Trump. Of course you voted for third parties. Well, yeah, I voted for third parties because I like to vote based off of principles, not who I think is going to win or should win. I vote based off principles. If you hold most of my principles, then I'm going to vote for you. I think if everyone did that, you might see more competitive races with third parties, period. Hey, Big Bad Brains. Thank you for being here. I seen this dude get the gym shower and he has an absolute hog. What does that mean? Like a big butt or a big dick? I have both. But what does hog mean? I cannot afford to live in Hawaii. Trump will make life better for billionaires and nobody else. That's so weird because if that's the case, why did Trump lose the population of those making 100K and above a year? Why did they not vote for Trump? They didn't vote for Trump. Normal, average people voted for Trump. Trump didn't have the votes of the billionaires or the millionaires. Trump didn't have... So you know that Trump will make life better for the rich, but the rich don't know that? Come on now. The Gayculator, Christopher Pear, please come back. I hope you sub. I know it's too much gay for you, but hope you come back. Why did I vote for him? Why did I vote for Trump? I voted for Trump because, number one, he's not an establishment politician. Number two, immigration. I think that immigration under Democrats is leading to a lack of democracy if they have unfettered control over immigration. Number three, he surrounds himself with a lot of people that I admire, specifically Vivek Ramaswamy. I voted for him in the primary, and I would love for him to be our next president after Trump. Fourth reason, I forget my reasons sometimes. Oh, peace. He's relatively the most anti-war president in modern American history. So those are my 4 reasons why I voted for Trump. I think you're going to come to regret your decision when trans people lose the ability to legally transition. No, I will not. I will not regret my decision if that were to be the case. And I'm going to tell you why. And this is going to sound insensitive, but this is how I feel. I suffered from body dysmorphia when I was 18. I'm 34 now. I know you bitches can't tell because I look so good, but I'm 34 now. But when I was 18, I wanted to become a model. I went through some disordered eating, shit show, right? Whatever. I suffer from body dysmorphia, and I weigh 170 pounds right now, and I'm 6 feet tall. Back then, I weighed 130 pounds. Okay, I weighed 130 pounds when I was 18, and I was like 5'11", 6 feet tall. And I thought I was fat. I thought I was fat. That's called body dysmorphia. That's dysmorphia, right? And so I'm not trans, and I would never pretend that I completely understand what it's like to have that type of body dysmorphia. But as someone that genuinely looked at my 130-pound body and thought I was obese, I was fucking out of my mind, right? Because I was seeing something that was not real, not based in reality. I was experiencing these volatile, negative, emotional thoughts based on these non-realities. And I hate to say this, but that's somewhat similar to the trans experience, okay? Now, when I was going through the body dysmorphia, and I told my family, well, I think I'm fat, I need to run more, I need to run 6 more miles today. My family didn't indulge me and say, yeah, Cho, you're right, you are fat, you are obese. No, my family told me the truth. Cho, you're very skinny. In fact, you have a very low BMI. You need help. You need therapy. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on how to accept your body and accept, that was the response to my body dysmorphia. I'm not an expert on this topic at all, y'all. And I have lots of trans friends. I dated a guy who's now a woman. He didn't transition during our relationship, because that would be a fucking nightmare. But I dated a guy who was now a woman. He's beautiful. He was hot before. Hot Asian guy. He's so fucking hot. I don't know why he ever dated me. He was a 10 out of 10. But I dated this hot Asian guy, and now he's a hot Asian woman, right? But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm rambling. Let me wrap this up so I can catch up on chat. The point I want to make with the trans thing is I have a lot of friends that are trans, and I adore the trans community. However, I don't necessarily believe that indulging the fantasy is all the way helpful. I hate that I said that, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Now, I call all my trans friends women. That's easy for me to do. Girl, whatever. But also, my trans friends look like women. They're giving fish. They give fish. They're giving vagina. You see, if you saw my ex as a woman, he's giving woman. He gives fish. He gets fishy. You know what I mean? And so it would be dumb of you to call him a man, right? If you saw him, right? So it's complicated, y'all. That's a really touchy subject for me. But thank you. I'm just talking honestly. So I hope I didn't offend people, but if I did, too fucking bad. That's just how I feel. Okay, I missed a lot of chat. I just not missed. I mean, that was a long rant. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I've been here before. Hello, Cho. Hey, Amber Abel. Welcome back. Welcome back. Vivek does not like you. He's racist. Paul, and you're dumb as fuck. You're okay that abortion's abolished. Abortion's not abolished. We just enshrined it in our constitution in Ohio. Shut the fuck up. Gunner, you apologize. What did you apologize for, Gunner? Yeah, I voted for Trump. Are you rich? I'm not rich. What do you think about Trump having shot down the border bill? That's a good question. And I think, remember, Trump is a narcissist. This is a very complex issue because with it being so close to the election, I actually don't mind it as much. It's dishonest for Trump to shoot it down, Republicans to shoot it down, but you have to also question why the Democrats wanted to do that in the first place. You spend 3 years massively importing migrants and illegal immigrants. And then right before the election, you want to you create an issue so that you can solve the issue for the election? I'm sorry, but if I'm Trump, I shoot that shit down too. No, when I become president, then I'll make the bill. Bitch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's just a massive form of gaslighting. But yeah, I can Brockton, I can admit that that's a shitty thing. If Republicans and Trump really care about the people, they probably should have had the border bill passed. Honestly, they should have had the border bill passed probably. Now I forget if there was some pork in that bill. Maybe there was a couple $1 billion in there for Ukraine. I'm not sure. You know how bills happen where you think it's about one issue, but it's about 20 million issues. I don't remember. So please correct me, Brockton, if that is correct me, because I'm not educated on this topic, Brockton. I hope you're still here. But let me know. Okay. If he was so good at business, why did he bankrupt the casino? Why did he have 6 bankruptcies? Because he's a terrible business. No, not at all. So unfortunately, when you're rich, you're allowed to do shit like that. Only the rich can have that many bankruptcies and still succeed and be successful. It's unfortunate that that's the way our crony capitalist society is built up, Put Gordon, but it is what it is. And just because he's good at business, that's part of being good at business, knowing how to use legal loopholes in our system. I'm not going to knock him for that. He's a scammer. He's a fraudster. For him to do that makes him a bad person, for sure. Trump is definitely a categorically, objectively bad person. He is, for sure. But you can't take away the fact that he's a good businessman. Filing bankruptcy has nothing to do with that. Like, he's still rich as fuck. So what's your point? I don't know what your point is. What's your point? Eating disorders can lead to brain issues. Yeah, eating disorders are a fucking wreck. It's a wreck. Yeah, do away with the Department of Education. Do away with it. Do it with the EPA. Get rid of it. Not even controversial. So you acknowledge that it was a mental disorder. I understand where you're coming from. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. You live in Ohio, a northern state. How the hell is immigration even affecting your life? Well, John Smith, I'm glad you asked that. Because I don't know if you heard about Springfield, but that definitely affects Ohio. Also, as someone that works in business, I work in the restaurant industry. It definitely affects my life. I've had, well, no, actually, it doesn't. Okay. I'm privileged. Okay. I live in a 3,000 square foot home. Okay. My partner makes a good enough money where like our necessities are all covered. They are, right? So I live a very privileged lifestyle. I have no problem saying that, right? Illegal immigration does not affect me directly. It does not. But I know people that are illegal immigrants that have been sexually harassed here in Ohio, in Columbus, by their managers. They can't, and this is what pisses me off about you Democrats, is that you guys are so for illegal immigration, but you don't even understand how exploited they're taken advantage of by these corporations, by people. I know people now that work at other restaurants that have been sexually harassed by their managers, and they can't say anything about it. You know why? Because they're being paid under the fucking table. You know why? Because their managers threatened to call ICE on them. Disgusting, right? So I don't know how the bitches got here to Columbus, but they're here. They're here. And so I hate that you guys are just so okay with having, you know, modern day slaves via illegal immigration. Like, how deplorable is that to put people like that through that, right? You want to bring people into this country to be used as slave labor, to be exploited by corporations? Not only does illegal immigration hurt us, but it hurts illegal immigrants. It's not a pleasant, like, people think that, like, illegal immigrants are just, like, having the time of their life here in America. They're not. They're working hard, they're fighting for a living, like, they're doing all these things, and they're being exploited by people, right? So, anyway. Um, so I'm transphobic. Yes, I'm transphobic. Sure. If that's what you want to say, sure. I don't give a fuck. See, here's another thing I want to rant about. You guys use these terms, transphobic. You're transphobic. You're racist. You're anti-Semitic. You're sexist. You guys use all these terms and they don't mean shit. They literally mean shit because you only use these terms to silence free speech. You silence dialogue. You silence someone who says an opinion that you're uncomfortable with, right? No one with a piece of any sense of logic would say, after what I said about the trans thing, that I'm transphobic. What? And this is why you bitches lost. This is why you bitches lost. Here we go. Here we go. This is why you cunts lost. Because you have someone who is well-meaning having a discussion about their thoughts on the trans situation. And instead of saying just, hey Cho, dysmorphia and dysphoria are different, instead of just saying that, which was a legitimate reply, you had to put in the fact that the fact that I'm transphobic. You see how fucking dumb you are, and this is why you're always gonna be a loser. This is why. This is why. This is why. Waffle House, this is why you're always gonna be a loser. This is why you're always gonna be a victim. This is why. So, I mean, come on. Okay, so I'm transphobic, y'all. Okay. I feel like once you're 18, you can and should do whatever. I agree, Business A. I think that trans people should be able to transition after the age of 18 for whatever reason they want to. You want to chop your dick off, which is crazy. You want to chop your dick, be my guest, but not children. Not children. Not that. Oh my God. Welcome back, DK. Thank you for coming back, DK. Shout out to, oh my gosh, shout out to DK. Shout out to DK. We love having a difference of opinion, but we love when a bitch comes in here and stands their ground and speaks their shit, talks their shit. We love that. Oh, I'm really far behind. Oh, I'm so far behind on chat, y'all. I'm so sorry. You guys talk a lot, or maybe I talk a lot. I'm just skipping over it. None of my members have said anything, so I'm just skipping over a lot of shit. I'm so sorry for like, ugh, I hate this. Maybe I'll put subscriber only chat on. How do I do that? I just cannot keep up with chat, y'all. I apologize. I apologize. I'm bad at this. I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper. So like, I don't even know how to control this chat. How do I do that? Okay, so yeah, we're putting subscriber only chat on for a little bit. Maybe that would make things a little bit better. Okay. No. Bitches subscribe. Motherfucker. Subscribe. Period. Sub. When it's this many people, you need to fucking sub. Okay. Turn on a delay. How do I turn on delay on? How do I delay chat? I don't even know how to do that. I'm so bad. Guys, I'm a new streamer. Sorry. Oh. How long you want participants to wait between some... Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so how long should I make you guys wait? I'll take the sub off. I'll take it off. Don't worry. Okay. Wait. Okay. So, is that better? Is it like 1 minute okay? Is 1 minute like okay? I mean, work with me, y'all. Work with me here. Because I don't want to always get so far behind chat and I get overwhelmed and then I just skip over a bunch of shit, right? 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, fine. Okay, your recent live to delay. Thanks for the sub, Cognito. Oh, 20 minutes is too long. Okay, sorry, Kristen. Sorry. I'm new at this, guys. Work with me. Talk to me. Like, give me constructive criticism. I'm okay with it. No, we're doing a minute. No sub, a minute. We're going to do a minute for a little bit. The way chat died was hilarious. I love it. It's fine. Bitch, at least... Listen, so... And Kit can tell y'all, I'm fine with just 30 viewers. I'm fine with just that, to be honest with you. I have no problem having a small chat. This whole having over 100 people in the chat viewing is a little bit much for me. So I'm a yapper. I'm a yapper, so it's just difficult. But that was funny. What it really exposes, Becca, is that you bitches are fake as fuck. That's what that exposes. Y'all are fake. Y'all are here for only your own selfish gains. You don't want to sub. You don't want to like the chat. You don't want to do any of that shit. You're just here for yourself. You know what I mean? You would have thought that you guys were having so much fun that you would have subbed to the chat. I mean, subbed to the channel, right? Fake as fuck. Hey, Scorpio. No, I don't want to be a diva. No, I don't want to be a diva. I want people to be able to express themselves, but I also want to be able to acknowledge the people that are here. I love reading the comments. I love engaging. I'm an extrovert, so I want to get to it, but I feel bad just skipping over all of those messages. I feel really bad about that. So I think this may be a good way of coming to some type of compromise. Chelsea, the way he keep grabbing that rope is killing me. Chelsea, stop. Now I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like subconscious now. Um, you're 100% right. That's exactly why they don't get it. That's why they lost. They don't get it. They don't get it. They're narcissistic. Their victimhood mentality is just a form of narcissism. That's all. Talk while looking at chat. Respond to every fifth comment. You can multitask. I cannot listen, babe, Leah. I can't chew bubblegum and walk. It's difficult for me. Okay, Tass, you're okay. You're right, kid. You're right. People really, they don't understand people vote for who for many reasons, not because it's red idea or blue idea. True. Cognito, yeah. Victimhood brings on attention. I get it. I'm having a great night, Jackson. Thank you so much. Fake as fuck club. I'm happy you're here, Becca. Hey, Jassy. Hey, Shannon. The frontline issue was abortion, and it wasn't even the top concern for majority voters. Well, of course not, because listen, abortion is something, and listen, I'm 100% pro-abortion, 100% pro-abortion. Okay, don't get it twisted. I believe in bodily autonomy all the way. However, abortion is something that can be prevented. You don't have to have sex, number one. You don't have to get pregnant, number two. Okay, so these are all compounded choices and decisions that you're making, right? And number three, in terms of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I think being able to afford eggs and milk and rent over my head is more important than the option of having an abortion. For the majority of voters, I'm sorry, that ranks more important. It just does. That's not my opinion. That's the opinion of the majority, the popular vote. Okay, so that's not. You cannot gaslight me and say it's more important to more people. It's not. It's not. Thank you so much, Kit, for the promo. Thank you. You feel like Dems feed the narcissism? They do feed it. They feed it because it serves them well. Oh, you can't get any pot, Gordon? I'm sorry about that. I didn't say that abstinence was about being realistic. I'm just saying these are choices, Rachel. I think so. Rachel Rampage, we have to remember that we always have a choice. I didn't say abstinence was realistic, but I think using protection is. Do you know that there's 20 different ways to not get pregnant? If you can't figure out one of those ways, that's a you problem. And if you know you live in Texas, which has backwards ass abortion laws, like disgusting abortion laws in Texas, if you live in a state like that, you may want to use protection unless you're ready to have a baby. Do you know what I mean? It's like, again, these are choices. And when you have these choices that are compounded, it becomes less of an important issue when there's so many more things. Like you have to have housing. You don't have a choice but to have housing. And so you want to make sure that you can afford housing because you don't have a choice in the matter. Abortion is a choice, right? So I don't know. Like I believe in abortion. I'm a I'm pro-choice, But that issue does not rank at the top of my list of important issues. It just does not. It doesn't. It doesn't. Um, what Jason E. So we have delay on right now. Rachel, I agree. Tariffs are not going to be good, in my opinion. I know a lot of the Trumpies disagree with me on the tariff thing, but as a libertarian, I don't see the benefit of like a lot of tariffs. I don't see it. Date rape? Well, sure. You're talking about you're you're talking about 1%. I hate when you guys use these 1% rare situations in order to justify policy. Like, you're not seeing a lot of pregnancies from rape. You just aren't seeing it. The data does not shake that out. Come up with a different argument. Is it wrong to be in love with a married man? Ooh. Now that's a ooh. Say for instance you messed around before he was married. While he was married, you two had feelings for each other. When he had kids, you stopped. It's not wrong, but it's misguided. I feel like if he married another person, that should be indicative enough that he doesn't love you. And that should be enough for you to move on. Good question. Good question. And I would also question him having feelings for you while he was married. What does that say about a future with him? How could you trust a person in your marriage if that's how he respected or disrespected his own marriage before you? I think it's a tough situation, but it's one that I think you have to be a grown-up about and mature about and just have some principles about. Democracy was your big position. Well, then you should have voted for Trump. Should have voted for Trump then. Tariffs do not always bring jobs back to America. That's not true. That's just not, no matter how many times you guys say that, that's not always true. Sorry, Trump is not 100% right on this. And again, it's a little bit, we're just speculating because we don't know what rate he's going to do in terms of, like, a little bit of tariffs could be good. It could be stimulating for our economy. But high tariffs, the way that Trump is sounding like, I don't think it's going to be good. Don't think it's going to be good. How does Honda get out of tariffs? Build them in America? Well, yeah. I mean, sure. Or you just charge more for the fucking Honda. That's it. If you want a fucking Honda, they're going to charge more for it. I mean, y'all, we'll find out. we're going to find out on this whole tariff situation. We're going to find out. And I hope y'all, and I hope you Trumpies are right. I pray to God that you Trumpies are right on the whole tariff issues. I have no confidence in it, but I hope y'all are right. Moko, this is like a really dramatic story. You stopped because he had kids, but then he called you out of the blue and told you how much he's still in love with you, and you are still his. Then you find out his wife is having chemo. Nope, it's a no-go. You're not a woman, so you wouldn't know all the problems of pregnancy and abortion. True, you're right. You're right. But 52% of white women didn't. They voted for Trump. Talk to the women. Have a good night, kid. I love you long time. Thank you. Now I know how to turn on like sub only and like delayed chat. I can do that now. So thank you, kid. I really, really appreciate you. Again, your body, your choice. Make better decisions on what you're doing. Own it and the consequences. Oh hell no, Rachel said. Thank you for being here, by the way, Rachel. I'm really happy you're here discussing. What's sad about the abortion is in some states, even if you're raped or it's incest, you can't get one. What about girls that are under 16? They get pregnant. It's really sad. It's very draconian. It's very draconian. Move out of those states. Risk to the mother should be. I agree. What do you say to gay people who are scared right now because Trump was elected? I don't understand why any homo is afraid of Trump presidency. I don't know why any. I honestly don't know why any single gay person is afraid of a Trump presidency. Trump is pro-gay. Again, I'll say this again. Trump is the first American president to enter his term being pro-gay marriage. I repeat, the first U.S. president to be pro-gay marriage. Not Obama. It wasn't Obama who was for gay marriage. That was Trump. It wasn't Bill Clinton. That was Trump. We're talking about a man that routinely has gay marriages on Mar-a-Lago. We're talking about a man that has had several cabinet members be gay, high-ranking people in his cabinet gays. I don't know what you guys want from the man. Does Trump have to suck a man's dick on camera to prove that he's for gay marriage? What do you guys want him to do in terms of gay people? What do you want him to do that he has not already done? I need someone to really explain that one to me, because as a gay man, I'm not afraid of Trump. Mind you, the whole thing is just really a whole mind fuck, because we already have 4 years of Trump. We already experienced Trump. Now, I must have forgotten the rise in Nazism during his presidency. I must have forgotten when the FBI broke into my house and separated me from my man. I must have forgotten when they just started hanging black folk left and right. I must have just forgotten. I must have like blacked that part of his presidency out of my head. I must have forgot. I swear, maybe when I was hanging from a tree, I bumped my head or something, and then I like forgot it all. I don't know. But the whole gays being afraid right now, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I'm not a big fan of tariffs for vehicles, though. It just made cars super expensive over here without the competition. I do support tariffs for some things, though. I mean, some tariffs are okay, but I don't think the tariffs are gonna work out the way y'all think it is. But good luck. Good luck. You don't go there with him, Moko. I'm gonna tell you no, Moko. I'm gonna tell you move on from your brother. I'm your brother, Moko. I don't know if I'm your younger brother or big brother. I feel like I'm probably your big brother. You seem like you're probably like pretty and young. But I'm gonna say leave this man alone, Moko. Leave this man alone. You don't want the bad karma. That's bad karma. That's just bad karma. That's bad karma. To fuck a married man that has children and a wife with chemo. Like, are you John Edwards? Like, what is going on? That's bad karma. It's bad karma. Um, hey Cho, do you ever feel self-conscious about your lisp? If not, how do you deal with it? I can't stand to hear my voice on recording because I don't notice my lisp until then. That sucks, Lava Shark. I'm sorry you feel that way. Um, I don't ever feel self-conscious about my lisp. I never do. And I guess this is gonna sound like a really big cop-out, but I don't give a fuck what you guys think about me. I, I mean, you're not fucking me. You're not cutting my checks every 2 weeks. And so why would I care what you if why would I care about you making fun of me? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm a narcissist too, and I'm so in love with myself that I just don't care. But I really just don't care. I think the bigger question that you're asking, Lava Shark and Boy Girl, is how do I improve my self-esteem? Because it's only a person with lower self-esteem that worries about these things like this, right? So I would suggest that you improve your self-esteem. And how do you improve your self-esteem? Go set some goals. Go set some short-term goals, some midterm goals, some long-term goals. Make sure that every goal is just enough challenging that you have to put some energy into it, some effort into it. And as you accomplish more and more goals, your self-esteem will raise. You'll know that you're able to accomplish stuff, right? And I think once your self-esteem is high enough, you will stop caring about people judging you because you know the worth of your efforts, right? You know the worth of your efforts because you've accomplished so many goals, right? And so I hopefully that answer is valuable to you. I'm not sure. But I hope that it helps a little bit. He married her so she could stay in the country. Now he let me know that he wants to see me again. He also asked, why do I think he is scum? The sex was really great. The best. Oh my God, Moko. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, Moko. This is terrible. This is terrible. Maybe have sex one more time and then be done. And be done. Um, what's the general conclusion on Thin Mints? Hate them. Why am I being blocked? Put Gordon, you're not blocked. Do I like Olivia Rodrigo? No, I don't know her. Um, where are you from? What are we talking about? I'm from Columbus, Ohio, the great state of Ohio. Hey, Chovy. Pride Month is canceled. Thank God. Please do. I'm behind on chat anyway. Oh, fuck. Where's the proof that he raped Buddy? He didn't rape nobody. Please stop. Stop. Did you get your text message to report to your plantation? Not yet. I saw those going around. I didn't get that yet. I can't wait till I do, though. I hope it's a nice plantation with some amenities. What do I think about Project 2025? I don't think anything about Project 2025. Why would I? The Heritage Foundation has been pushing this agenda for decades upon decades upon decades. Why is it a thing now? Thank you, Chovy, for the super like. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. My trolls in this chat need goals. I love the trolls, honey. They keep the engagement high. They keep the engagement high, honey. We love it here. Free speech. I am a free speech advocate, Delgado. That's why I don't ban people unless you spam, because spam is anti-free speech. Leah Paris, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leah. That's so kind and generous of you. I really, really appreciate you. Oh, you're from the Nasty Natting? I love people from the Nasty Natting. I love it. Thank you so much, Leah, for that. I really appreciate it. For those that want to give me super chats and whatnot, I appreciate that, and I love it so much. But I also recommend that you join the channel. You can join the channel for $1.99 a month. Become an official yapper, okay? We yap on this channel. We talk our shit. You know, we serve venti yappuccinos with no whip and extra sugar-free syrup. That's what we do here. That's what we do. And if you can't join via mobile, you can join via your PC or access my YouTube page from your internet browser on your phone, and then you can join. Oh, you did, Leah? I missed it. I must have missed it. I'm so sorry if you did. Because his vice president is one of the members, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, I mean, Gordon, it's not gonna happen. Oh, thank you, Matt Williams, Propriety. First time listening to this. I'm a conservative from Utah. Although I disagree with you on some policies, I really appreciate you for speaking truth. You got myself. Well, listen, Matt, I just give my opinion. I might be wrong on some issues, and I'm okay being wrong. I'm okay being educated. But one thing I think we need to start doing is having more conversations, not less. And so that's what I want to make this. I want to make that environment that here. More conversations, not less. And I know people get like all up in arms, like how could you be a black homo and be a Republican? And how could you? Why would you? Why did you? You're voting against your own interests, bitch. I'm doing very fine. I'm doing very well in America. I have lots of privilege, and I leverage my privilege all the time. You ought to try it. What? It's so weird. I've been a registered Republican since I was 18. It's never changed, right? I vote for libertarians for the most part, but generally Republicans will align with the libertarian platform more often than Democrats. Now, in this last election, I did vote for all the Democrat judges here in the great state of Ohio because I felt like the Democrat judges would be more likely to uphold the people in our vote to enshrine abortion rights into our into our Constitution. So I did vote for the Democrats on those issues in those races. They didn't win, unfortunately, but anyway. No, I'm officially a registered Republican. I'm a libertarian, though, but I'm registered and Republican in order to vote in the primaries. Hey, VHS. You live on less than $1,000 a month? How do you do that, Gordon? What's going on, Gordon? You need to get your YouTube channel started, honey. Come on. VHS, you've been sick. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Pneumonia is like a really crazy thing. Oh my God, everyone in the chat, wish everyone wish that VHS gets better. That sucks. Slavery, reparations. Who wants reparations? That's so dumb. Why do I like Trump? Well, I don't like Trump. I voted for Trump, but I'll give you the reasons why I voted for him. Number one, he's not an establishment politician. Case in point, not an establishment politician. Number two, the immigration issue, I think, was really toxic, really pernicious, and I think we need to get it under control. Number three, Trump surrounds himself with people that I like. Vivek Ramaswamy, big fan. He's from the great state of Ohio, huge fan of his. Tulsi Gabbard, RFK. There's different aspects of each of those politicians that I love. And so the fact that Trump is surrounding himself with a lot of libertarian policies and a lot of libertarian perspectives, I think is already showing in this campaign with lots of like the whole deregulation and decreasing taxes. I think it's really, really great. So I love that about Trump. And number four, and probably the most important, is that Trump is the most, by a far shot, anti-war president in modern history relative to other current and past presidents. By far, not even close. Those are the four reasons why I voted for Trump. What do I do for work? Well, I work about 20 hours a week at a restaurant that I used to manage full-time for a long time. I've worked there now for about 9 years. So I work in the restaurant industry, but I only work about 20 hours a week now part-time. Becca says, my initial reaction was to be upset, confused, but you are so likable that my mind has been changed. I still don't agree with you on a bunch of stuff, but that's life. Well, Becca, okay, shout out to fucking Becca. Because Becca's a real ass bitch. So Becca, again, I really listen. I try to approach these conversations in good faith. I appreciate nuance, and I think nuance is what is missing from these dialogues. And I know that I'm like a very naturally dramatic person. I can't help myself. I talk with my hands, body language. I'm like the gayest fucking bitch ever, right? But like, I want people to feel comfortable expressing their opinions, no matter how outrageous they are, because I really am a big proponent of freedom of speech. I really am, truly. It's a big principle that I like to hold on to, right? And so I always approach conversations knowing that I could be wrong. I'm gonna give my opinion. No, actually, I'm right 99.9.9.9% of the time. But I can be wrong sometimes. And as long as you approach the conversations in good faith, I think there's always a possibility to leave learning something, or at least, even if you don't agree with someone, understanding how they got to that position. That's half the battle, I think, with these conversations, right? And so I'm really happy that you're here, Becca. I hope that you come back. All of my streams are not about politics, by the way. If you look at some of my old live streams, it's really all about what you guys want to talk about. So we spent one live stream talking about our favorite baby names. That's what we do. You know, we're all yappers here. We all just love to yap about. We can yap about the most mundane things. We spent a whole stream, well, 2 hours. We spent about 2 hours of the stream talking about our favorite baby names and why. And so we talk about random shit all the time. So if you want to subscribe and just have conversations about the most random things, then please subscribe and stick around. Okay, I've rambled on enough. I've yapped enough. Sherrod Brown isn't for you. He's for they, them. Bernie Moreno farts in his shoes. I'm so glad those ads are over. Are you from Ohio too, Alphabet Soup? You must be from Ohio, because like only you would be able to like nail those. I'm guessing you like P. Diddy. I love P. Diddy, Eli. Imagine him getting rid of the DOE. I can't wait. Can't wait. You're upset about the election? I'm sorry about that, Preppy. Zesty ass boy. I'm zesty? Oh, Levi's back. Welcome back, Levi. I hope you finally subscribe to the chat, Levi. Tulsi, DNC messed her over. They did, but they always do, don't they? Alphabet Soup, you ain't shit. Alphabet says if they're giving money out for reparations, I'm about to do my 23andMe or whatever it's called. Gotta be black somewhere, right? You guys are crazy. RFK, his health policies are scary as fuck. Some of his health policies are very cuckoo gaga. It's true. It's true. That's true, Becca. You're all gonna love Trump very soon. You're the rot. Ooh. Howard says you're the rot of this country. Am I now? You read Ayn Rand? No, not really. I did a long. I read her famous book many years ago, but no, not on a regular basis. Not that I disagree with the immigration as in a region, in my opinion. We have the same problem, but immigration is pretty good in some sense, at least. I agree. I think that we should always be making immigration easier. We should be very particular about who we bring into the country. We should be bringing people that add value to our country. We should be picky about who we bring in, but we should not make it a huge barrier to entry. Illegal immigration should never happen. It should literally never happen. If your first act in this country is literally breaking the law, I don't want you. I think that if you live in a major city, you understand what crime does to a city, right? You understand what crime does to your daily morale. I don't want criminals living near me. I just don't want it. And you'll never gaslight me into thinking that that's a bad opinion to have. It's not. I don't want criminals in the country. And people who step foot over a border, you're breaking the law. Unless you believe in open borders. Now, if that's the position you're going to take, which can be a legitimate stance to have, of course, unless you believe in open borders, you cannot disagree with my opinion that I just stated about allowing criminals into the country. You cannot hold both opinions. You either believe in open borders or you believe in what I just said, and that incentivizing criminality is a bad thing, right? So come on. Okay. You might want to check out the recent thing that Putin just said about taking over Europe and having war with the US. I'll check it out. But the last thing Putin said, I thought, and I haven't been watching, I've been busy today. But the last thing I thought Putin said was how It was something positive in relation to U.S. Russian relations, because but Trump and Putin are like this, honey. Trump and Putin are like this. They're butt buddies. They're probably homo from the DL. They're like this, butt buddies, him and Putin. So I feel like Trump would be able to negotiate with Putin in a way that Biden was refusing to, which I think is a good thing. What do you think about the no tax on tips? I love it, Adrian. I don't believe that any income should ever be taxed. Pe- period. Period. I believe that taxing productivity, taxing a person's income, I think that's immoral. At its core, I think it's immoral. So yes, I'm all for no tax on tips. I don't vote for tax increases via income. I don't do it. Now, if it's a sales tax, then sure, increase that shit all the way, right? Increase the sales taxes. I do not agree with any income tax. Period. I know that's controversial. And I know that's not very popular either, even among Republicans. But like, that's my stance. It's immoral. It's theft. It's literally theft. Um, you like my attitude, Preppy? Well, thank you, Preppy. I hope you stick around and watch my vlogs. I vlog every Wednesday, and my vlogs are really peaceful. Oh, I'm so far behind on chat. Fuck. Um. Oh, thank you, Shiny Scott Tank. I appreciate the comments. Putin don't want none. He don't want no problems. Putin really don't want the problems with Trump. He really don't. Thank you, Zena. Andrea, you're right. We can yap, talk trash, apologize, talk shit again. And at the end of the day, if you can't even have a conversation about anything, what use are you? Exactly. Oh, it's okay, Leah. Thank you so much for if you can't do memberships right now, that's fine. But I want you to become a yapper. Everyone become a yapper. Go on your PC. Um, or Leah, you can join my yapper tier on YouTube by going to your internet browser, signing into your YouTube that way, and finding my account that way. I know it's so much. I really am going to talk to YouTube about why I don't have a join button on the mobile app for my page yet. It's so homophobic. It's so racist that I don't have a join button yet. But thank you, Leah, for your goodwill. Jennifer Armstrong, I like your glasses. They are Warby Parker. They are metal frames. I love them so much. The reason I got a metal frame is because I am not very dainty. As you can tell, I'm a very dramatic person, even with my body language. And so I wanted to have a pair of glasses that were indestructible. And not only are they stylish, but they're indestructible. They're metal. Why are you happy about the abolishment of education? Because they don't do shit. Because look at our children. They're dumb as fuck. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Our American children are... What? 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 Do you think that the Department of Education has been effective at educating our children? I mean, you guys are really just living in bizarro land. I need you guys to give me whatever drugs, whatever cocktail of drugs y'all are on, whatever reality warping drugs y'all are on. I need you to give them to me. Because if you think the Department of Education is like doing a great job at ensuring that our children has the best chance to receive a good education, stop. Stop. Okay. They said we all from Africa. Well, so can we all get reparations then? Um, am I pro Kamala? No. What do you feel about tariffs? I'm anti-tariffs. We've talked about that a lot this stream. There's a lot of Trumpies here in the channel who's like, oh my God, we love tariffs. We're gonna bring jobs back to America. I don't believe it. When did I become a Republican? When I turned 18. I've always been a registered Republican. I identify as a conservative. Look at me, sounding all woke. I identify as a conservative libertarian because I typically vote for libertarian candidates. However, I do have some more conservative ideals. I'm not a perfect libertarian. I don't check every single box of the libertarian, checklist. So there are some more conservative thoughts I have, and then there's mostly libertarian thoughts that I have. And that's been since I was 18. You're a Democrat, Preppy? Well, that's cool. Most of my friends are Democrats. I would say 90% of my friends are Democrats. And maybe that's because I live in Columbus, so it's a heavily Democratic place. Oh, thank you, Faith. What is karma to you? Is it simply about justice, or do you see it as deeply personal force that teaches us what we need to learn? It doesn't always teach you what you need to learn. I think it really is. I think it boils down to justice. I do think it boils down. I think karma is really all about getting what you deserve, good and bad. Oh, hey, Chelsea. I love this man. He's unemotional and reasonable. I try to be. Except when we talk about taxation, I get a little emotional then. But other than that, I try to be nuanced, reasonable, and logical. And I'm open to all arguments. Not all laws are just. I agree. Do you want to have a convo on the next 4 years? We can. Ask me a question. I don't know. Reparations is disgusting. Reparations is a very, very disgusting thing. Do you believe Democrats gave y'all a choice? No. Democrats are the least democratic party in American politics, obviously. Look at Republican primaries. You can tell. You can tell who was really about competition and free markets. Well, relatively. Because Republicans are not all about free markets. They love spending money. They love crony capitalism. They love it. But look at the primaries. Every primary that Republicans have, it's a bloodbath. It's my favorite season. When the Republicans have primaries, they... it's so good. They murder each other during the primaries. It is so good. The things that Nikki Haley and Trump were saying about each other. I rewatch some of those debates still today. When I want to get off, I watch some of those debates where they just they kill each other, right? Democrats would never. You know why? Because the Democratic Party is a cult. There's a clear pecking order. You have Obama, you have Nancy Pelosi, you have the Clintons, you have these people at the top, these elites who control everything. Everything. You can't run against the chosen one. You want to talk about, this is a fight for democracy. This is a fight for democracy. From the same people that have prevented other Democrats from running. I didn't forget about Bernie versus Hillary. I didn't forget about that. That was disgusting. That year, I almost registered as a Democrat just to vote for Bernie. For Bernie Sanders, I almost did that. Talk about this past year. The primary between Biden and nobody. They kept people off the ballot. And then And then when you backstab Biden, when the mask is ripped off that he's been a dementia patient for the last, when the mask is finally ripped off, then you decide to abort mission. We got to get rid of him now. The Biden, the puppet, he serves no use anymore, right? So you get rid of Biden. So you have the opportunity to then have another primary because you already, it's so fucking crazy, y'all. You already prevented the people from picking the first nominee, right? So now you have a second opportunity, and you prevent the people once again from engaging in a democratic process, and you handpick Kamala Harris, the bitch that was polling at 1% when she ran for president the first time. It's just, I feel like the Democrats are always gaslighting us. So you mean to tell me that you are convincing your people that this is a vote about democracy when you have been undemocratic in your party for the last 8 years? It actually drives me crazy, y'all. It actually drives me crazy. Because it makes you feel insane, doesn't it? When the gaslighting is so good, but you're like, wait a minute. It's like gaslighting is good when they're either completely snowed, but when they're like halfway in the gas chamber, and they're like, wait a minute, but that wasn't democratic what y'all just did. But wait, that wasn't democratic either. But you're telling me that Trump is undemocratic? Wait, what? It's just like it's like a state of confusion of like, what are you doing to me right now, right? So how to even get on this debate? How to get rambling to this? You see what I mean? I'm a yapper. What was the question? What was the fucking question? Oh, do you believe that Democrats really gave us a choice? No, I don't. I could have just said no. I don't. I don't believe they gave us a choice. What's my pronouns? What's a pronouns? Hey, Vivian. So what should be taxed? Sales. We need an extremely high sales tax. Is what we need. And I think taxing businesses is a good thing, but in terms of taxing individuals, no. No. Am I pro-Trump? I voted for him. I would love to visit Germany. How do I feel about Project 2025? I don't feel anything about Project 2025. What are your strong libertarian views that you stand on? No taxation in general. Do you think that Trump's policies will help the economy? Because if you are not for tariffs, why do you support him? Well, I'm not a one-issue voter, S. Skinden. Like I said before, I voted for Trump for 4 different reasons. Number 1, he's not an establishment politician. Number 2, immigration. Number 3, he surrounds himself with people that I like. RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, and Vivek Ramaswamy. Number 4, he is the most anti-war president relative to any other modern U.S. president in history. Those are the 4 reasons I voted for Trump. None of those reasons have to do with the economy. Well, they do, tangentially, but none of those reasons have to do with tariffs. Tariffs was not on my list of considerations. So that's, do you know what I mean? You can't, what you're not going to do is pigeonhole me on an issue and make that the reason why I do or don't vote for someone. The 4 reasons I gave are the reasons why I voted for him. Those were the most important things to me. It's like, who is your cabinet going to be? Who's your transition team going to be? What does that look like? Immigration, whether you're an establishment politician, goes a long way. And yeah, the war. I'm very much anti-war. So those are the reasons I voted for Trump. I disagree with him with tariffs. Vehemently, I disagree with him on the tariff situation. Oh, and also bodily autonomy is something else that I'm really strong with libertarian. Bodily autonomy, no taxes. Isn't who dead? Bernie Sanders? No, he's not dead. Stop yapping to the Yappington. I'm sorry. Bernie has changed. You know, you're right, Ryan Huddleston. You're right, he has changed. I am not as big of a fan of him as I was before, but I do appreciate him. I do think that he's a generally honest person, and I do respect Bernie Sanders, even though I disagree vehemently on a lot of his issues. I am a fan of his. I voted for Trump. What happens if all you thought Trump was going to do, he does the opposite? Well, we move on. We vote for someone different next time. I mean, do you really think we're going to get out of wars? Tyler, not necessarily, but I don't think he's going to start new ones. Democrats start new wars. The proof, look at the data. Look at the data. He's the most anti-war president in modern history relative to other presidents. That's not for debate. Sorry. How does it feel to be a sellout? Fantastic. Great. I love it. Love it so much. You can dance if you want. This guy's dope as fuck. Thanks, Charles Martin. Appreciate you. Well, you need to tax them on their spending. I mean, Mike Forker, I think if they spend money, that's also self-tax, right? Imports and exports. How do you feel about Trump's sexual assault cases? I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I do. It's lawfare. It's called lawfare. I'm surprised you voted for Trump and you're gay. Why is that, James? Do you think that Trump is anti-gay or something? That would be strange if that's what you thought, because there's no facts to back that up that he's anti-gay. Trump is not anti-war. So again, I need you guys to stop. I need you guys to listen to what people are saying and listen to the words, Eskenden. Trump is the most anti-war president we've ever had in modern history relative. Google that word relative. I know you're Norwegian, but Google that word. Relative to every other modern U.S. president we've ever had. Ever. Relative. Now, one of my biggest issues with Trump is that there's always cum dripping from, like, Israeli cum. Like, from the government of Israel, there's always cum dripping from Trump's mouth. So I'm not saying he's completely anti-war. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's the most anti-war president relative to other U.S. presidents. Come on. Come on. You can't get over RFK's anti-vax views. I mean, I I believe in taking vaccinations. I don't believe in forcing them. That's just that's my position. Tariffs will replace taxes. You buy American made, you spend less. You buy imports, you spend more. No self income taxes. I thank you for the super like, by the way. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I think tariffs are going to be a nightmare. I think it'll be a nightmare. I think they will be. We don't have a lot of historical data proving that tariffs are good. So what makes you think that magically because Trump does it, it's going to be fantastic? It's not. It's not. But we'll see. Now the thing about me, y'all, um, the thing about me is like I truly believe that my house is more impactful on my life than the White House. It just is. The way that I run my house is way more important than the way that Trump runs the White House. This household was successful under Bush. This household was successful. I mean, this not Bush. We've only been here for like 12 years. Um, um, no, this household was successful under Biden. It was successful under Trump, and it's gonna be successful under Trump again. So, and the reason I can say that is because I know my capabilities. I know my partner and I's capabilities. We're bad motherfuckers. We're successful. So I don't give a fuck what Trump does, to be honest with you, because I know I'm gonna take care of myself and I'm gonna make shit work the way I always have made it work. Now, what else is new? So, I mean, to be quite frank with you, these political discussions for me, they're all for shits and giggles. They really are all for shits and giggles because it doesn't matter who the fuck the president is to me. Because a bitch is still going to get coin. A bitch is still going to live lavishly and fruitfully and happily. Like, my success and my happiness in life is inevitable because I choose for it to be. And that's you have to get there mentally, y'all. You really have to get there mentally. Work on it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll catch up on chat. I'm catching up. I know why you're mad. Why am I mad, Trey? It's because war makes money. War is the most profitable industry in the world. We've got some good anti-Trumpers here. That's good. I believe in America first. We should not be helping other nations before we help ourselves, period. He says with no evidence. Well, welcome, Christian Nepalese. Welcome. Vivek, I can't wait for Vivek to rip this country apart. Rip these pernicious organizations and non-elected bitches. I cannot wait to see Vivek just take a knife and carve all of these useless organizations. I just can't wait. I cannot wait. Ugh. Hi, Nick Fuentes. Hi, Nick Fuentes. Oh my god, what a dumb name. Do you ever chat on Discord with people live? No, I don't. They tried tariffs, and what followed? Do ya? The Great Depression. Tariffs tariffs don't work the way you Trumpies want them to work. So, I mean, it sounds cute. It sounds really cute to say made in America. It sounds very cute. But it's not based in reality. Uh, oh, thank you, Professor Hawk. I'm happy you're here. What do I think, Tectonic? I don't know what you said about what. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up the chat. Sorry. Yeah, food prices are going to be fine. Hey, Antoine. Oh my God, Antoine Ball. I'm happy you're here. Trump doesn't affect me personally, so I'm happy he's in office to take others' rights and make life harder for others. You got me. You got me, Zach. That's exactly what I said. That's yeah. Um. Yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all a niche example of so Becca just said that's flat out wrong. Some things literally cannot be produced in the USA. I'm gonna give y'all a really good example that affects me personally. Matcha, Japanese green tea. Now, if you watch my channel, which I need you live streamers to go actually watch my vlogs, please do me a favor, watch at least one of my vlogs. Just watch one of them. I come out with vlogs every Wednesday. They're nice, they're cool, they're chill, they're not crazy like these lives. But I'm a matcha connoisseur. I love, love, love matcha so much. It's my favorite drink. I love it so much. And Japanese green tea is very specific to Japan. Okay? America cannot cannot cultivate green tea. We literally have to import green tea. Now, if Trump were to raise tariffs on green tea, which why would he do that? That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? But for my purposes, if he were to raise tariffs on green tea, I would have to have like a GoFundMe for my matcha addiction. I'd have to have a GoFundMe so that I could afford my matcha, right? So, because it's something we cannot produce here in the US. We cannot produce green tea leaves. We can produce mint tea, we can produce some herbal teas, but we don't have the conditions here in the US to produce tea um, as successfully as the Japanese, right? So, anyway, that's an example, and that applies to other industries as well. Um, Do you think Obama insulting blacks and Biden calling people garbage costed Harris the presidency? No, not at all. No. They were bad, but no, they didn't cost it. They had already lost by that point. But Gordon, if they're dying because they're not taking vaccines, then let people die. Is it wise to be isolationist? No, it's not. But it's also not wise to give Israel and Ukraine billions of fucking dollars every year. That's also not wise. You know why it's not wise? Because the last package Ukraine got was 40 billion, right? The last package Israel got was 11 billion. So what's that? Let's do the math. 51 billion. Okay, so that's $51 billion of your stolen tax dollars. Your stolen tax dollars, my stolen tax dollars, okay? $51 billion could have fixed the homeless issue, specifically for our veterans. $51 billion could have fixed our education system. $51 billion could have fought